Equities closed the week on a surge higher. We saw E-minis make a push towards the highs of the week. Obviously, a lot of that had to do with some of this positive vaccine news. Certainly, the equity markets are not looking at cases, at COVID-19 cases that have been out there. They're looking more at the possibility of a solution and the expectations for a solution. And likewise, if there isn't a solution, equities, I think, are banking on the fact that the stimulus will come back, that more stimulus will come into the market, and certainly the Fed will be there to catch and backstop whatever is needed. So at this point, equities continue their very impressive move higher. E-minis obviously trailing, lagging behind the NASDAQ. So the tech-heavy NASDAQ continues to lead the way, but the E-mini S&P is also seeing a nice move this week and ending on a high note. The VIX index, the volatility index, that's going to go out for the second consecutive week below 30. So that kind of gives you a suggestion or shows you that there really isn't any fear in this market, despite the fact that we're not on all-time highs in the E-minis, but we're certainly on the recent highs. No fear of a big pullback. I think at this point the market is very, very much priced in. Maybe not an end to lockdowns, but certainly some kind of support from whether it be the government or the Fed. And likewise, they are looking for some of these economic numbers to remain to be positive. They continue to be positive and outperform. But at the end of the day, we've got to get these lockdowns ended. And when that happens, there's probably going to be another boost to upside in equities. So at this point, though, ending the week on the highs is very positive. Certainly got a lot of good news this morning, and we'll continue to watch the volatility index decline if that continues. Lastly, next week, we've got some bank earnings. So we are going to have to start taking our focus off expectations for lockdowns, pandemics, and the Fed and start looking at real numbers, real earnings. So bank earnings will start off next week. Likewise, we have CPI and retail sales, which will probably be an afterthought. At this point, we're trading on the highs. Keep an eye on what we're seeing here in the peripheral. Those bond yields continue to trade lower. Gold continues to move higher. Those could be canaries in the coal mine for the economic data, or the economy in itself isn't quite as great as equities can show, or showing that it is, or expecting that it is. So heading into the weekend, stocks on the highs and looking very strong into next week. But look out, we've got some data and we've got some bank earnings which could put a pause to that. I won't necessarily say it's going to put an end to it, but could put a pause on it for a week. We'll have to wait and see.